man. Hope all my viewers are having a blessed day today. I know I am. Man, oh, man. We finally got a little warm weather up in the East Coast because the weather is cold. But, man, oh, man. Super Bowl week is here. Super Bowl week is here, man, oh, man. Tony's favorite team is in the Super Bowl again this year. But before we start the show, let me introduce you guys to my good colleagues. First, to my right side, we got this garbage wearing a garbage jersey named Tony Monica. How you doing with it, buddy?
Well, first off, it's not a jersey; it's a T-shirt.
Yes.
Secondly, it's the Mets, baby. I'm doing
Garbage
lovely.
is garbage. Okay. And now we got my
I
good friend
mean,
over
you
there,
live
John
10 minutes
Paul.
away from their stadium, so
We got John Paul joining us today. How you doing with it, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing lovely, lovely. We missed you last week. Then we got my good friend over there who's drinking his tea like an old man. David, how you doing over there, buddy?
Cheers.
Okay, drink that tea over there. Drink that tea. Man, oh man, Super Bowl week is here. Super Bowl week is here. Super Bowl week is here. Tony, you ready for the Super Bowl?
fuck the Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm ready. Of course, I'm ready.
Tony, what do you think is going to be the most interesting part of the stories to Super Bowl this year? Part of the Super Bowl this year.
I don't know. I mean, probably the biggest story is if Mahomes is healthy or not. I think that's the biggest story. Otherwise, I mean, am I extremely interested in the game, though? It looks like this may be one of the highest betted gambled games ever. I think they're saying that they're expected $16 million to be bet on this game.
More than that, you're gonna have to up that a little bit.
That's what they said this morning.
Okay.
Definitely more.
Now, if you were the Eagles, right, what defense, and you're preparing, what would you do to stop the Mahomes and his offense from scoring the points that they do? What would you do to stop them?
Are you asking all of us or who?
Well, I'm asking this question for each one by one. Tony, go first. What would you do to stop Mahomes?
I'd do what they've been doing. I mean, they have a killer defense. They've all been playing lights out. And they're fast as shit. So, I mean, I think the biggest thing that they have to do is play man coverage. Strictly because if Mahomes gets out of the pocket and there's somebody just remotely open a little bit, he's going to do one of those stupid underhand passes and make it happen. So it's got to be tight, white on rice coverage. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, their defensive front should get to him, especially if he's not running at full strength.
Okay. John Paul, what do you think, buddy? What should the Eagles do to stop Mahomes?
I think unfortunately, man coverage isn't gonna work against Mahomes. Honestly, you put man coverage up against Travis Kelce, he's gonna chew you alive all day. There's nothing you can do about that. He's gonna eat you alive. Other than that, I don't see any of their other wide receivers being amazing. They're supposedly saying Kadarius Toney's supposed to be back and healthy, and what's his name? Smith Schuster is another one supposed to be back and healthy. But yeah, so apparently that's gonna happen. But I just think it's very odd. Now again, I don't know how much you like to talk about this on your station, but I'm going to talk about it because that's what I am. I'm a gambler. So for me, in the gambling sense that I am, and looking at a lot of the way shut the fuck up. A lot of the way that the money moves, it seems like a lot of people are betting on the Eagles, but this past week, they said like 75% of the bets are with the Eagles with straight money. And the line hasn't moved at all. To me, that is very, very, very odd. That either means that either Vegas is going to break the bank or the people are going to break the bank. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. This might be a Super Bowl that I have to stay away from betting-wise. The only thing I'd have to do here is player props because I wouldn't be able to do – because I would have thought that this game would have been a pick 'em. Honestly, because I think both offenses are both lightning. They're both really, really good offenses. Their defenses, obviously, Philly's got a hand up on them on defense. They tied the sack record this year. So, I mean, for them to do that, it was, very very good of them, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. Stopping Mahomes is difficult. But teams have done it. You got to take a page out of Cincinnati's playbook from last year and even this year. And since I wasn't on last week, yeah, Cincinnati, I think I got robbed last week. But that's just me.
Okay. David, what do you think the biggest weakness is? What do you think? That's not biggest weakness. What do you think the defense got to do to stop Mahomes?
Your pause, David.
You're on mute, buddy.
Sorry. I would probably blitz Mahomes the first couple plays to see how his ankle is. If he can't run, I would just blitz up the middle and make him run to the outside and make him plant on the leg he doesn't want to. So pretty much, I think when he said he rolls to his left is when he's in the most pain. So I would bring pressure up the middle and I guess the left side or right side, whatever it is. I would try to see how well he could run to stop the Chiefs. To be honest with you, you're not going to stop Kelce. I mean, let's just be honest here. Every team said they're going to stop Kelce and hasn't been able to. If the Chiefs want to win, they have to protect Mahomes. They said on SportsCenter today, I think they said the right tackle on the Chiefs is a number 60-something tackle in the NFL. You know who he's going against? Reddick. Reddick has 3.5 sacks in the playoffs so far. So that's dangerous. So if I was the Eagles, I would blitz them every play to see how Mahomes' ankle is. And then if I was playing the Chiefs defense, I would run the ball.
Okay. I'm gonna pull a page out of Tampa Bay. What Tampa Bay did a couple years back. I'm gonna send everybody towards Mahomes. You put pressure on Mahomes. He already banged up on that ankle. He's not 100%.
That's what I just said, blitzing.
Okay, that's what I agree with you. That's what I'm saying, buddy. That's
Well,
what
you agreed with David. You don't have to take a page out of Tampa Bay's. It's what you just said. You stupid bastard.
No, but that's what they did. To stop Mahomes, that's what they did. They sent everybody. And now Mahomes already banged up as he is. He's not going to be 100%. So that means he's going to be more under pressure. That's what I would do.
All right. I know this isn't a betting station, but if you guys had to pick, like spread and everything.
Yeah,
No, I just said this isn't a gambling station.
I know.
Would you just rather take the money line since it's no points? Or would you guys rather take, I think it's like at 2 points right now, I think, right?
No, the last I checked, which was earlier this afternoon, was 3.5 still.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was shocked. So for me, it's you can't. You can't. I mean, you could take the run line either way, taking Philly with the 3.5 points. I mean, unless you think that Kansas City's just gonna demolish them, then you take Kansas City with the points. But I think this is more of a money line type wager. Basically picking your poison. You're either going to pick the Eagles to win or you're going to pick Kansas City to win.
Yep.
I don't think there's any roundabouts about it. That's why I said for this type of Super Bowl, man, it's a player prop Super Bowl. You can't really go much into looking at the teams itself. This is like more of like Brown getting over 4.5 catches, things like that. Him going over 60 yards. These are things that I already have down in my head that I know are going to happen, like Pacheco going for over 50, things like that.
One of my friends hit big on that. He actually hit big on that last Super Bowl last year. He hit super big on that. He hit super big. He had like crazy shit. I don't know how he hit that big.
How big was it?
It was pretty big.
It was super big?
I bet it was.
Super big. All right, now, what do you guys think the Kansas City Chiefs got to do to stop Jalen Hurts and that crazy offense that they got going? Tony, you know them the most because you got beat by them 3 times in a row. What would you do?
Well, I didn't get beat by them 3 times in a row.
The New York Giants did. Your team did.
So I mean,
okay,
that's right. At least my team sniffed. Got to stick around in the playoffs a little bit. Your team just got fucked in the ass by Russell Wilson for $40 million. We're going to get to that later, though, because I got some beautiful stuff that I just know I'm always right when I say shit. We're going to get to that later. I'm going to make you cry a little bit later. Okay. No, what they have to do, I mean, it's difficult. Jalen Hurts is a good runner. That quarterback option is deadly with the Eagles. And then he can kind of catch you with the long ball as long as he's accurate. There's times where he's not so accurate, but they play that quarterback option to the T, and then wait for an opening spot and go long. So I think they're going to have to tighten up in their defensive front just to make sure that they don't get constantly beat by the running plays. Otherwise, I think that's the only thing they can do.
Okay. David, John Paul, what do you think, buddy?
I think you got to keep it simple. I think you do the same thing you do against Kansas City's offense. You blitz. You're going to have to blitz him and see. Obviously, his targets. He's got targets everywhere. He's got a great tight end, unbelievable wide receivers. I honestly think the soft spot to their game is their run game a little bit. Their wide receivers are a lot better than their running game, but they can also run the ball because they have a triple threat. You have one guy that can punch it into the end zone and Boston Scott, and you have another guy that can run the ball all over the place. And you also have Jalen Hurts that can move. I think honestly, Jalen Hurts is at his worst when he's moving around. He's more comfortable when he has time set in the pocket to throw the ball. Otherwise, granted, he has made a ton of great plays running out of the pocket and throwing the ball downfield. But like Tony said, he's not absolutely 110% accurate when it comes to throwing that long ball. He's more of a accuracy guy within that 40-yard range. Once he gets beyond that, it's kind of iffy because against the Giants, he overthrew Devontae Smith. And Devontae Smith, no offense to the guys that are Giants fans, I apologize, but he overthrew Devontae Smith on that one catch, man. Devontae Smith had whoever that dude was completely beat, but it was like a 45, 50-yard pass, and he just couldn't do it. He overthrew him by 7-8 yards. That should have been an easy touchdown, and he overthrew him heavily. But I think you do the same thing. You blitz, and you got to watch Jalen Hurts. You got to keep your eye on him because they do play the quarterback option, but they're also a pass option guy. So he likes to do a little bit of both. So I blitz him either way. I still blitz him. You have linebackers that can get to him. Your defensive line is decent. You had a couple sacks against Cincinnati, and you should have had more. But either way, I would blitz and go after him. That's about the way I would do it.
Okay, David, what would you do, buddy? What do you think to be? You're mute again, buddy. Again for the third time.
I would do the opposite. I would stop the run first and make Jalen Hurts read the defense. I want to see how good his football IQ is. I feel like everybody's going to say blitz him, but if you get them in if you stop the run, you get him in third and longs, and you spy him, make sure they put a spy on him to make sure he can't run. I want to see what he could do. I just think blitzing him, he's going to just take off and run. Let's be honest here. He's going to do like whatever your quarterback does. Fake to one side, go to the other side, and run for 20, 30 yards. I think you drop everybody in coverage, put a spy on him, and say, dude, beat me with your arm. Nobody's done that yet. Nobody has said, I want to see how good you are. And if I was the Chiefs, I would not get beat deep. I would keep everything in front of them because that's where Antonio, Brown does the best. Brown does the best on the deep ball. So that's just my personal opinion of what I would do. And if I was the Chiefs, going against their defense, honestly, they have a good pass rush. I would run draws all day because if you look, their defensive ends rush the passer so good. There's holes everywhere. So I would do a bunch of draws on second and third down. I might lose a drive, but at the same time, you got to keep the defense honest. You're keeping them honest by running the ball and doing draws.
Okay. What I would do is I would shut down Brown first of all. I'll put a double coverage. I'll put the two guys on Brown.
You can't.
Because they leave a guy wide open.
You leave Devontae Smith open, and you leave Goddard open.
You can't do it. You'd have to play them man up. You'd have no choice. Play a free safety back, maybe two free safeties back. Try to let your corners do their thing.
You either got to play man coverage or cover two.
Yeah,
That's the only thing you could do.
no
You know,
choice.
I said that, but I have seen it before, where it was against back in. I'm gonna take back and I'm gonna go a little back. It was Seattle versus KC. What Seattle did back then to shut down KC was they put two guys on Kelce, and two guys on Hill, and that shut down Mahomes then. Now with Jalen Hurts, I would shut down. I'll put two guys on freaking Brown.
The
Brown
Chiefs
is the
defense
top
is not as
Brown.
good as the Seahawks, dude.
I know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'll put two guys on the Brown. Two guys on Brown. I'll shut him down.
I don't know. I
He's
just feel
the
like
top target. You can't stop that guy's a monster.
Devontae Smith had just as good as game as Brown did the last game.
And they also have this season almost the exact same amount of catches. Actually, believe it or not, Devontae Smith has more.
Had more, yeah. But Brown averages more per yards.
Yeah, more per yards, absolutely. But Devontae Smith, I think, had like 16 or 17 more catches than AJ Brown did.
And honestly, the reason why I know you're making fun of Tony to begin with about the Giants just didn't have the talent to keep up with their. I mean, we have no receivers. The Chiefs have receivers, and they got Kelce. I want to see what the Eagles could do now that they're playing somebody like that.
This is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a good game.
That's what I've been saying. I said it the last time I was. I know I haven't been on for a couple weeks, but I said it the last time. If anybody had the easiest route to the Super Bowl, it was the Eagles. No offense to the Giants. All right,
the 49ers had no quarterback last week.
The Giants are an up and comer, but dude, when the 49ers put in their like sixth string quarterback, I mean, don't get me wrong. Listen, man, he played and great for him. You know what I mean? He didn't. I mean, they did. They got crushed, but it could have been so much worse. You know what I mean? There was a lot of missed calls in that game, too, against the Eagles and the 49ers. There was a ton of missed calls in the Giants-Eagles game. I mean, no matter what you do, they had the easier route compared to Kansas City. Kansas City had to go through, they had to go through Cincinnati, especially Cincinnati. I didn't think they were going to beat Cincinnati by no means.
I want to see Eagles on the road. That's my thing. I want to see the Eagles on the road versus a team like the Chiefs. Listen, Tony knows, like, the Chiefs are better than the Cowboys. The Chiefs are better than the Giants, and the Chiefs are better than the Redskins. Okay?
Commanders.
So their hardest game Philly probably played on the road was maybe what? At Dallas? You're not playing Dak Prescott, buddy. You're playing Mahomes.
That's true. Let's see what happens. This will be a good game without that, 100%. I think it's going to be a good game. I don't know why I feel it's going to be a low-scoring game. Whenever a game gets overhyped this much, I feel like it's going to be a low-scoring game.
They said the odds are like 50-50 for this game, like literally like the chance of both team winnings. I think he said it's like this is the first time that it's actually 50-50.
I see this game being high scoring for some reason. I don't know why.
Because everybody's taking the under. That's why.
I see this game.
50, I think it's 50. The over
50,
under.
Either 50 or 48. I could see this game going so high. Like a shit. I mean,
if the Eagles defense
35-32 final.
What do you say, Tony?
Well, I could see like
35-32 final.
No, that's high, man.
I could see, like, I'm being honest though. I could see like a 37-28. I mean, I could see it. It's possible. You know what I mean? Honestly, think about it though. You think about this in all honesty. Besides the 49ers defense, like you said, who have the Eagles played? No offense to them. Listen, you got there. You're there. 110%. I give you all the credit in the world. But who have you played? You really haven't played anybody. You went up against the third-string quarterback in the 49ers.
But Tony knows this. Every Eagle fan is going to say we're Giant haters and everything else. But the point of the story is, yes, they kicked their ass in the playoffs, 100%. We didn't have receivers. Yes. Are we making excuses a little bit? The Eagles went flat out. They kicked their ass. Yes. But I still have not seen them play somebody. They lost to the Redskins at home. I'm not the Redskins, the Commanders at home. I'm not sold on it. And it's not me being a Giant fan. I'm being serious. I want to see them play a team like as a good quarterback like Mahomes. I want to see what their defense does.
Well, I want to see them go. I honest to God's truth, and I know we're talking. This is Super Bowl week, and we're in 2023. I can't wait until next season because they're going up. If you look at their schedule now, listen, I'm a Jets fan, so I'm going to talk on a Jets point. The Jets were the number 3 defense, well, number 4 defense in the league. You know what I mean? So I want to see the way because they're facing in the first, I think, like 7 weeks. I looked at it. If it depending on how the schedule's made, their first 10 games could be against all top 15 defenses. I mean, they're not playing nobodies.
Well, look at the Eagles. I mean, you brought up, the Eagles almost lost at the Colts if Jalen Hurts didn't run that fourth and goal in, and that was a road game. I want to see the Eagles on the road. They're not playing home. Every single game, I feel like that was a big game for them. They were at home. I want to see them on the road. It's a neutral game, but the Eagle fans aren't going to be there. They're going to be in the crowd, yes, but it's going to be 50-50 split.
No, there's no. The people that are actually going to be at the game are not real Eagles fans.
No, we know damn well that they're probably not going to be. I mean, the Chiefs. It's not far from Kansas City to Arizona.
No, but I'm just saying those fans that you're talking about, unless somebody's gifting them, seats to the Super Bowl, they ain't going.
No, all those people will be at the link, sitting in that stadium, watching the thing on that big ass.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay. Let's see what happens, man. It's gonna be a good Super Bowl. But before we go to picks, there's some stuff that went down Super Bowl. Now this is the week of NFL honors as well. NFL honors week as well. John Paul, you were unfortunately not on the show. We had a debate. Now we're including it. If you had to put right now head coach of the year, who would you give it to? NFL head coach of the year.
Brian Daboll.
Is it done now, Tiny? Are you happy? Are you satisfied?
The reason
you had three guys' first answer was Daboll.
The reason I give it to Daboll is because, one, it's his first year, made it to the playoffs. With no offense, David, Tony, don't take this to offense, with a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah, no, that's the reason why he deserves it.
I mean, you can't. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, well, you give it to Nick Sirianni because he went to the Super." No, you don't give it to Sirianni. Sirianni had a team. He has a huge team. It's not like you can give it to Andy Reid. I mean, you could give it to Andy Reid technically too.
I said Shanahan.
I think Shanahan more. Shanahan, the quarterback is the most important position on the team. Shanahan with the 4 quarterbacks.
If Purdy never got hurt, that's a totally different game.
I still think it doesn't matter. I still think it goes to Daboll.
No, same here.
Yeah, I don't think there's even a debate. That goes to Daboll.
Thank you.
Let's see what happens.
Are you satisfied now, Tiny?
I am, Jerko. Thank you so much.
Well, I mean, you thought you were going to ram it down my throat when the rest of your co-hosts all said Daboll.
Your brother was on the show. I wanted to ask for his opinion. That's all.
I could have told you his opinion.
We'll find out. We'll find out Saturday when it's not the ESPYs, right?
No, it's the NFL honors.
The football thing.
That's when they do all the awards, the MVP, right?
So you'll see who the coach of the year is.
Which NFL is stupid. I mean, why wouldn't you do it the weekend after the Super Bowl?
Or the weekend before?
No, they should do it. They should even do it during the playoffs. It should be done the week, like literally the 2 days after the season ends, because now it's like, oh, let's give it to Sirianni because he's in the Super Bowl versus Daboll because he only went to the second round. That's why I think it's a bunch of crap.
Yeah. I mean, stuff being a bunch of crap. I mean, that Pro Bowl was an absolute joke.
Listen, anything's better than how it's been. I'll take that any day versus two-way in touch with pads on.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the flag football. I do highly enjoy them doing the competitions, though. I think that
was awesome.
The competitions are cool. It's more of the game itself. It's going the game.
I think it's more of people just like, listen, man, we don't want to fucking get banged up. Let's just do it this way. And I think
somebody still got hurt. Garrett still got hurt.
Who?
Garrett got hurt.
Myles Garrett.
He got injured. He banged up. He got, I think, his toe or something in his hand. He banged one of his something. He
stubbed his toe?
Yeah, something like that.
If you guys watch, it was like a concert. They had people perform. It was for ratings and money. Let's just be honest here.
I think they're trying to finagle away. They're trying to see what's gonna be watched most. I think they know that they fucked up last year, and I don't think this year was any better.
But I think more people watched the Pro Bowl this year because it was spaced over like 4 days versus just the Pro Bowl normal.
But
I
it's more
guarantee.
spaced over like that every year, though. What are you talking about?
What?
Competition don't space out every year like that.
2 days.
Dude, do you want to watch people in full pads play two-hand touch? I don't. I'd rather see a competition where
I mean, the
you know,
guys
the
that got hurt.
like the offensive lineman and defensive lineman, they take like the weights off the thing and they have to pull. Like that's like the dodgeball thing was kind of corny, but like the competition with strength, catches, and everything like that, I think that's cool.
I like the dodgeball shit. I like seeing some of those players.
I don't know. The only All-Star game that means anything at this point is just MLB.
Yeah, because it's whoever gets home field.
That is bullshit.
NHL is pretty cool.
NHL is the exact same thing. That is very, very much bullshit.
Why? The team gets home field advantage, whoever wins the division? Whoever wins it?
It usually goes to that conference, yes.
Actually, I thought it was cool because Ovechkin and Crosby were on the same team. So I don't know. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, because each conference gets their top guys and plays against the other conferences. So it's like the Metro plays against the Pacific and the Atlantic and all these other teams. I think the NHL is unbelievable the way they do it.
The skills competitions are cool too.
Their skills competitions are nuts.
The fast skating, that shit's fucking crazy.
Well, Connor McDavid wins that every year.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking guy, he flies.
All right, well, back to football here, boys and girls.
Yep, that's the football. Now, who you got think the MVP?
Your sister.
MVP of what?
Your
The
mother.
league?
Relax.
You
Sister's
relax.
different from mother. Relax.
Yeah. Back to who? John Paul, who do you think the MVP, buddy?
MVP of the league?
Yes.
Oof.
This is an easy one for me.
Can I just say real quick? Mahomes. I think Mahomes takes it handedly.
Mahomes for me too.
Jalen Hurts for me.
Why?
Jalen Hurts.
All right, let me ask you a question. Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you took Jalen Hurts away from the Eagles and you take Mahomes away from the Chiefs, which team's better?
The Eagles.
I mean, I can't hear you. Who's better? Since you said Hurts,
I think the Chiefs.
you think the Chiefs are better than the Eagles? Without? Are you crazy?
With all the offensive weapons that the Eagles have,
dude,
I think just about any quarterback can go in there and run the show.
Dude, look what Minshew did when he played. Minshew put up 300 yards a game.
He's still gonna get the job done, though. So someone getting the job done. You can put numbers all you want. You have to get the W.
So you're telling me Hurts played a great game against the 49ers, passing for 150 yards?
Every guy has a one bad game once in a while. And every quarterback.
Dude, they had no quarterback to San Fran. They could have unloaded if they wanted to. I would have took him out in the second half.
Who, Jalen Hurts? Me too. That's what I was wondering. I'm like, why are your starters even playing at this point?
Dude, they couldn't throw the ball. You had McCaffrey throwing.
Yeah, that was different. Not something else.
John Paul, who you picking?
See it.
Who's it between? Is it between Mahomes and Hurts?
It's between Mahomes and Jefferson, and I don't want to give it to a quarterback again. I think Justin Jefferson had a hell of a season.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? So
I wouldn't be mad with that.
For me, throwing it to a wide receiver would do it because he did. You can't take nothing away from him. He had an unbelievable season, but it is between them two. It's between Mahomes and Jefferson. That would be my.
And does everybody agree that Saquon wins Comeback Player of the Year?
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Does he win it? Does Nick Gates win it? There's a whole bunch of players. I don't know if Saquon wins it.
I think so. You got to.
Saquon's winning without a doubt.
Right now, he's pissing me off though. The Giants are offering him a decent amount of money, and he still hasn't accepted. It's bothering the absolute fuck out of him.
Thank you for bringing me to my next. I was going right there. That's what I love, Tony. You bring me right there, Tony. What is happening over there, Saquon Barkley? Y'all not gonna let him go? I gotta give him the money.
If he doesn't take the $14 million, fucking walk. I don't care. 4 years, $56 million is plenty of money. Take the fucking offer. Your family's here.
Yep.
Everyone you know is here. $14 million is plenty of money. If someone's going to give you more, go. You can walk.
Yeah, go to another state.
You're not going to handicap our team because you want McCaffrey money.
Okay.
Hold on though. Hold the phone now, right? You're worried about signing this running back when you still have your quarterback that showed
Franchise tag.
you're going to franchise your fucking quarterback for $35 million?
You have no
can't.
choice.
A handicap you not come next year.
No, because
$35 million.
Listen, we're
Williams
screwed
is
one
going
way
to
or
walk.
another. We're
Williams
screwed.
is gone.
35 million.
Galladay is going to be gone.
No. You sign him and you franchise fucking Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I was about
He
to
don't
say.
like it. He don't like it. He walks. You don't wait for you. You're going to pay that guy. That's the same thing that happened with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott was given like $38 million when he was franchised for two straight years.
I would sign Jones and then franchise Barkley, and if not, you trade him. You could trade if you franchise that.
Trade him. You're definitely going to
put a
get
tender on a franchise. Whatever tender.
Dude, I'll take a first. Listen, I'll take a first and a third round pick for Saquon, 100%. You wouldn't, Tony, as a Giant fan?
I don't know, first and third.
I don't know if you're going
to a first and a second.
I don't know if you're going to get a first.
Nobody's gonna give him a first. No one's
There's
gonna
only
give him.
one team.
No way, absolutely.
No, there's only one
With his
team.
injury record, come on. You think anybody's gonna give him a first?
Listen, there's only one team I can
People
see.
would give up a first and a second round for Beckham right now without even knowing.
Dude, I'm telling you,
nobody would do that.
Absolutely, it would.
There's only one team that would give
that.
up a first for him, and that's
for
the Eagles.
Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham was going to be the Super Bowl MVP last year before he got hurt.
Before he got it, but we talking about hurt now. He's hurt now. Nobody's gonna give him that. We talking
He's
about
coming back. He's coming back.
Saquon Barkley's injury record. That's stupid. Why would any team waste a first round pick for a guy that's injury prone? He hasn't had a full healthy season.
The Eagles are the only team that would actually trade for Saquon, and the Giants would never give them Saquon. So it would have to go to an AFC team. And honestly, the only AFC team I could even see doing something like that, and I'm telling you, and I would do it if I were them, the fucking Bengals. Get rid of Mixon, make Saquon. Dude,
I was going to say, Mixon is not terrible.
Yeah, dude, but if you have a chance to get Saquon.
I'd rather stay with Mixon. No offense. No offense to Barkley. But based on his injury record and all the injuries he had, I would go stay with Mixon. I'm not saying nothing to go over Barkley. With all the injuries that Barkley had in these past couple
the Broncos need a running back. I can see.
Broncos don't have nothing. They don't have no money. They have screwed up their asses.
I'm just saying. Dude, I'm naming teams.
Yeah, I'm just, in my mind, the offer was already put out there. 4 years, 56. That's plenty of money.
It's going to be 4 years, probably 62, 63 million, I guarantee it.
I wouldn't do it. No offense to him, dude. Listen, he had a phenomenal year. Phenomenal year. You can't do that, man. Don't franchise your quarterback. Because I'll tell you right now, if the Giants franchise their quarterback, and I'm being honest, don't take this the wrong way. I think they're franchising him because maybe they're thinking this year was a fluke. That's the only reason I can see them franchising Daniel.
We don't have anybody else, dude. We have to sign him.
I agree with you. You're either signing him or you're moving up in the draft to get another quarterback.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Who's even going to be a free agent quarterback this year?
There's a couple. There's a couple.
Lamar Jackson might be not signing because he refused the deal. They haven't been able to get a deal. Lamar Jackson is not signing nothing.
I don't know if you guys heard this. This is actually a good point. If you're the Dolphins, would you try and sign Aaron Rodgers? Would you try and trade for him?
Here's the real question, right? How much do you keep fucking with Tua Tagovailoa? I mean,
but the thing is that
2 years ago you're switching him in and out.
Yeah, but it's the concussion stuff.
I understand. He played his ass off this year.
I like Tua 100%. But if you have a chance to get Aaron Rodgers for 2 years, you got Hill, you got Waddle. And I think Gesicki, the tight end, is going to walk because they said he wants to get like major money, and the Dolphins won't give it to him.
I don't think he's that good to begin with.
What?
No, Gesicki's.
I don't like
there, man.
Come to the Giants. We'll take you.
Everyone keeps hating on the kid we got. He's good, man.
No, imagine him and Bellinger.
I like Bellinger. I like Bellinger.
Dude, take them two together. They're both 6'5", 6'6", and they both can run with the ball, and they both can block. We need two NFL. You need two tight ends now. That's the type of league. You need him to block and you need to catch. We don't have another backup besides him. Who, Hudson?
Giants need to go after wide receiver anyway.
So who actually believes that Tom Brady is retired?
Me,
I do.
believe it.
I do.
I don't believe it. I think he's
over.
waiting for a team to come out there and say, "Hey, man, you can run the show. Take it."
Who's that Fox deal? He's about to get after. He said
he's going to 2024. He's going to start doing
that Fox deal is worth all the money he made in his career that he's gonna get in that Fox deal. I think Fox is giving him.
You know, I saw an interesting fact the other day, and then I had to look it up myself because I didn't think it was true because I saw it on the internet. And can't believe everything you see on the internet. So
True.
I had to look it up.
Surprised you know what the internet is.
They talk so much about how great of a coach Bill Belichick was. Honestly, when Tom Brady wasn't around, he didn't have a winning record as a coach. He had no winning record as a coach. Before he was a coach, before Tom Brady, he was 35-48. And now after Tom Brady, he's 28-35. With Tom Brady, he's like 296-98.
My biggest thing is I wish Belichick came to the Giants.
Well, he was
Stayed
with the Giants.
No, I'm saying I wish he was the head coach.
I wish he would have stayed with the Jets.
True.
The Jets didn't offer him they didn't offer him the head coach job, and he left. You know how pissed off I am about that too.
Speaking of coaches, I got to break someone's little heart right now.
I already saw it, so I'm ready for it. I got something to say.
Sean Payton.
So last week, I was happy to see that Sean Payton got a job, and I was happy that he was going to go there and start cleaning house immediately.
And you called it about Russell Wilson's QB coach.
Yep. No personal coaches allowed. Bye-bye. Start cleaning house with that bitch's shit. Get out. Get out. Get out. I pay you $40 million. You do what I say, not what you say.
Okay, now this is where I had a problem with it, and this is where I agree with him. I agree with what he's doing, 100%. But I'll keep it off the media. Because everywhere you go, that's what the media is talking about. Every analyst right now is making stories. You created this drama in your locker room. Don't get me wrong. Well, Sean Payton's a great coach.
Russell Wilson created the drama. Everybody knew about it.
He brought his own people in.
Yeah.
Because
Everybody knew about it already.
Brady brought his own people in.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? Brady had his own people in there.
Okay, I'm sorry. How many fingers does he have rings on?
Yeah.
Okay. Brady had his own people in. Let me finish.
Once again, you're like those guys who say LeBron is
Sean
better
Payton
than Jordan.
acts like he's some great coach of the year. Sean Payton had one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Drew Brees is one of them. Right? We could all agree with that.
I agree with Drew Brees.
Drew Brees is one of the. John Paul, you agree with me on this one? That
What?
Drew Brees is one of the greatest
Drew
quarterbacks
Brees is
of all
one
time?
of the best quarterbacks in NFL. Like one of them. Not
Yeah.
I say top
But
15.
You want to come and talk cocky shit, but what did you do with Drew Brees? Only one Super Bowl in the whole 10 years you guys did. And you chose.
Are you trying to say Pete Carroll's a shit coach?
Dude, do you remember what happened to the Saints the year
Pete
they're supposed
Carroll's
to
a
win
good
the Super Bowl?
goddamn coach.
Okay, no.
hold
But
on.
that whole game, you look at the game, the Rams got screwed that game too. What are you talking about?
That one year, remember when that was the year that the Saints were supposed to win it all? That was the year that bogus catch that Stephon Diggs had that won the game for them. Okay, that was the year it was supposed to go. That happens.
What
all
play
the
did
time.
not? Listen, you.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers won one Super Bowl too.
We're not talking about. I'm not talking about Rodgers. I'm not talking about the
You
quarterback.
just said
I'm
Drew
talking about the
Brees only
coach.
has one Super Bowl.
I'm talking about the coach. I'm not talking about Brees having only one Super Bowl. You couldn't get the job done. Then you choked against Kirk Cousins twice. You choked against the Vikings twice. One year that Saints
Lucky ass catch.
and then you screw up against. Then when the Vikings came in your house, there were no lucky catches in that game.
So besides for Belichick, right? Besides for Belichick and Coach Coughlin and Andy Reid, I mean, how many of these guys you seeing with multiple Super Bowls that are available?
0.
This guy is a Super Bowl winning coach. He was probably one of the greatest offensive minds, okay, on the planet, okay, when he was with the Giants and when he was with the Cowboys. He's going there. He's going to clean house. And if Russell can't follow suit, Russell can leave.
Dude, it's going to take them 2 to 3 years, though. Let's be honest.
Oh, absolutely. They
need so many players.
Yeah,
man.
they know, and they need a ton of stuff. But he's still gonna clean house.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Starting with that, and starting with Russell's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Gotta set an example.
Let's set it up, Russell. You get back on the MVP. Set all these haters up.
Get back on what MVP?
Wait, record before. What do you mean? He had 40 touchdowns pass every year before he got hurt. Look at the record numbers.
He had 40 touchdowns every year before he got hurt.
Yes, look up the numbers right now. Pull up the numbers right now.
Before he hurt his pinky.
Yes, it's throwing hand finger, you moron. It's throwing hand finger. Look up the numbers right now. I'll pull up right now.
Okay. Hold on now, right? You say your quarterback is unbelievable, right?
Yes.
Now that we know the facts about Aaron Rodgers' throwing hand thumb that lasted the entire season, he went through the entire season. You're telling me your bitch ass quarterback couldn't fucking play with a pinky? Your thumb is the most important part of that fucking hand.
Yeah.
When
Amir, you're wrong.
football, not your
I'm looking
pinky.
up right now.
What?
You're wrong.
The year got hurt. 25 touchdowns. The year 2020, 40 touchdowns, 36. The 2019
The year after,
He threw 40 touchdowns once.
yeah, I'm looking at it now. He threw it once.
over 40,000 yards. He's up.
Dude, that's one fucking year.
Yeah, I don't think 1 year the dude had a bad year. He dropped to 32.
I'm not, dude.
Listen, that was the conversation.
I agree with you.
Next year. It's like arguing against 3 brick
No,
walls.
listen, I agree with you. Russell is probably a good quarterback.
He
Yes.
didn't have multiple 40 touchdown seasons. You're insane, bro. You're insane.
Do I think Russell's done?
stats.
No, I don't think Russell's done. I don't think that at all.
I don't think he's done, but I'm glad Sean Payton's there because he's going to clean up this guy's fucking head.
Yeah, I think he can go back to throwing 40 touchdowns again.
Get rid of that office. Get rid of all that extra
Yeah.
bullshit that he has.
You had nothing to do with now. What did you do to get Sean Payton? You traded the first round pick. How you going to do anything now?
Dude, it's for a fucking coach. It's going to be there 10, 15 years.
You traded a first round pick for Sean Payton. That's not
Okay, is a first round pick guaranteed to be a starter? Is it guaranteed to pan out? You want me to name all the first round picks every team had that bust?
It's not like it's a number 1 overall pick.
Dude, they would have got like a number 10. It would have been, I think they had the Dolphins pick. They would have had like a 20-something pick.
I'll stay with them. All right, now let's go with Super Bowl, guys. Super Bowl week is here. Let's go with our Super Bowl picks. Tony, you ready? I'm going to share one fact. 36 out of the 56 teams that won the Super Bowl were wearing the white jerseys. Fun fact. And if you look at the last couple of years, the teams that wore the white jerseys won the Super Bowl.
And who's wearing the white jerseys this year?
Kansas City.
Yeah.
If you look it up, it's a stat. I'm not lying. Last year, Rams. Year before that, Bucks. Year before that, Chiefs. Who was the Chiefs had the red. Chiefs had red. I forgot. I don't know the name of that correction. But if the white jersey has effects, that's one thing. Before we make a pick. Okay.
Get your father-in-law for a second. That's why.
So, Tony, here we go, buddy.
As much as I hate to say it, I fucking hate to say it. I'm going Philly. I hate to say it. It tastes like vinegar coming out of my fucking mouth.
Oh, it should taste like that crappy pizza you guys have over there in New Jersey called pizza.
Once again, stupid facts that you don't know shit.
Okay. Next up, John Paul, you going, buddy?
Honestly, and nobody chew my head off for this, because I think it's staged for Kansas City to win. I'm taking Kansas City.
I'm taking Kansas City too. Don.
I'm taking Kansas City too because they're wearing the white jerseys.
That is such a stupid reason, you dumb
It's
bastard.
okay.
Look it up. Look up the stats. I'm not lying, buddy.
I believe it, dude. Nobody's saying they don't believe you.
He's taking the super stat that moron over there.
Actually, we shouldn't believe you. You said that Russell Wilson threw 40 touchdowns his entire career, except for when he got hurt that 1 year, when he hurt his fucking pinky.
Yeah.
He broke a nail and he fucking started crying. Fucking little bitch.
$40 million
bitch.
thief.
Okay.
$40 million thief.
Yeah. He ain't the only one. You can look at it. There are plenty of other $40 million thieves in the league right now. But man, oh man, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, man. They got wearing that white jersey. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Hope all of you enjoyed the Super Bowl this year. Hope you guys have fun with your families. And we'll see you guys back next week for our season finale. See you guys back next week.